Well, good afternoon, everyone. Today, I'm Joy Holt, and this is Monday with the Mayor. We're here in Ferdinand today with Chris James. Hi, Chris.
Hello, Joy.
How are you today?
Not bad for a Monday.
Well, oh, that is good to hear. That's what everyone always says when I ask, so I'm glad to hear. Okay, so let's get started. Let's talk about last week was Halfway to Folk Fest.
Yes.
What kind of turnout did you guys have?
We had a very good showing. Southern Sirens was our halfway performer. We had over 100 people in the back of the Ferdinand Legion. Had a real good turnout, and it wasn't the entire group. They were a quartet. We had 3 of the 4, and they were just lights out. Everybody, a lot of folks maybe didn't know what to expect from them. Mm-hmm. Even those of us on the committee, we can kind of watch YouTube clips or hear things, but how are you going to be live? Mm-hmm. They knocked it out of the park. Every comment was came away very impressed. Super talented, or a combination thereof. It was a very good show and a great way to kick off this year's fest.
Good. How many people did you have show up?
It's over 100.
Oh, that is wonderful. Yes. Good deal. Do you know how much money you raised, or?
Not off the top of my head. It varies from show to show as to what we bring in, but the halfway show is designed really, even though we have musical entertainment, it's the focal point of it is to announce who the lineup's going to be, and then give our sponsors, at least the folks that had already turned in their donations, give them a big public shout out. And we were able to do that, and I think folks are going to be very happy with the lineup that we've put together, a good blend of male and female, group and solo, and try to hit as many happy spots for the potential audience, which it's not just 3 people styles of music, and there's A, B, or C. There's all variety, and so we try to keep as many of the audience members happy as we can.
You guys do a wonderful job.
Well,
it's a very nice show. I can't wait. I'm very excited. So, okay, now this week, spring cleanup.
Yes.
Would you like to remind people of the hours and days?
Well, it's tomorrow on the west side of Main Street, or 162, and pickup will begin a little after 7 a.m. We ask folks, just like on a normal Monday trash day, have those items out curbside by 7 a.m. on your day. And if you want to make sure that we get you, they're always welcome to contact Town Hall just to remind them, I've got some stuff here on the corner of this and that, or whatever the case is. But we do the west side of Main Street on Tuesday. Then Wednesday, we'll shift to the east side of 162. And if need be, we can extend that into Thursday. And just by the way the highway divides it up, the east side of town is the bigger side. And the last couple of years, we've actually had to go on to a Thursday just to kind of hit a few spots that maybe we had to miss the day previous or something. And it also gives us a chance, if someone is out of town on their actual day, they can call in and say, can you come by my house on Virginia Street or 10th Street and pick up this, that, or the other item. We'll be happy to do that and go from there.
What kind of items are you guys picking up?
Pretty much anything. We don't do any of the oils or paints or the no liquids, just the same as if you were to go to the landfill. They're going to say you can't bring that in.
Right.
We're the same way, but folks have set up, whether it's old microwaves or TVs, vacuums, bigger items. If they've done a recent remodel, then they literally have the kitchen sink and stove and things to set out. They're welcome to do that as well. There is a charge for the items, depending on what the item is, as to what the price is. Those numbers, and we've had a lot of folks respond already. Last fall, the landfill where we take these items to, they had to increase their charge to us, so we've had to kind of pass that on to the consumer and increase those figures. We've got price listings here at the town hall. If folks have a question, how much is it going to cost me to throw out this old stove or this roll of carpet or something? Angie or Bev or Jane can say it's going to be X dollars. And that way you can plan for it, and then they keep a running tabulation as they go through town. Okay, we went to Joy's house and it's these items. And then you will get a bill in the mail roughly a week or so later, and shows you owe $15 or whatever it is, and then you just pay at Town Hall.
So they can just call Town Hall to find out pricing?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we've got a full list, and we've had a lot of folks when they've come through and been paying their most recent utility bill, we just hand them a printout sheet through the drive-thru. If they come into the inside, we just give them a sheet, and that way depending on where they are in terms of clean out, if they've just got last minute inspiration to get some stuff out of the basement or whatever, then they can look at the sheet and realize what they're going to cost, and they can budget for it. So we try to make it easy.
Super handy. You guys
Yes,
are on
we
the
try.
ball.
Well, we try.
Yeah, you're doing a good job. Okay, so next is leadership. You guys had the meeting last week, your first one. You want to tell us a little bit about that?
We had our first session of the Leadership Academy last Friday at the community room of the Ferdinand Branch Library. We have 10 class participants this year. We're very happy with that number. They're broken down into 2 teams of 5. Tanya Brothers-Bridge was our moderator for the first session. She's also the team coach for both teams, and they are now tasked between now and the next meeting, the next session on April 26th, to come up with their capstone project, the big idea that comes out of the class. And then they run that past Tanya and to get a thumbs up or thumbs down, and she's brilliant at this type of thing. She asks the questions that you don't think of in your group when you put something together. She'll right away say, well, how about, or why, or what about. She asks the questions that make you think a little bit more about the project, and she'll take it, and if it's a good idea, but it needs to be narrowed down in scope a little bit, because it's something that needs to be doable and done or virtually complete by graduation in August or soon thereafter. Sometimes there are particular governmental hoops to jump through, and depending on when meetings are, that'll skew the timeline a little bit. But as long as it's substantially complete for the capstone project, you'll get up and do the presentation, you're good to go. But she kind of takes the first look at it and says, okay, let's thin it down, or if it's something fairly simple, let's expand that out and make it a bigger deal than it is. And then the board kind of looks over it as well. Pretty much we defer to Tanya on that. She says, this is good to go, unless one of the board members, which Mayor Seitz and Mayor Spinner are both on the board, if it involves their community, they might just send a reminder, hey, you need to run this by the Board of Works, or this has to come before the council or the park board or whatever, just as an extra reminder. But otherwise, if Tanya says it looks good to me, we'll give it the rubber stamp, and then the team can go forward and then start to put together the business plan and how they're going to do what they're going to do, who on the team is going to take part in which aspect of it, and work on it from there.
Were there any rumblings about did they throw any ideas back and forth yet?
They brainstormed sort of in a general view, nothing yet. I would expect in the next week or so, I may get, or Tanya may route it to me, a sneak peek at what the projects are. Well, they're going to do this, or they're looking at that, and go from there. But right now, it'll be a surprise for me. So.
Oh, good. Well, I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait. I'm excited to see what they will come up with.
I am as well.
Very smart.
We've had a lot of good ideas. This is the 7th Academy, and we've had excellent projects come from each of the previous, and a lot of the more obvious things that may pop out, whether it's countywide or something Ferdinand-based, Jasper, Huntingburg-based, a lot of those projects have been done. And so now you have to spend a little more of the gray matter to, okay, what can we do? What do I think of as a need in the county or in the town? And then progress it from there. So I'm looking forward to seeing what kind of sparks come out of and what ideas they have.
Well, good. Okay, so this brings me to my last thing.
Okay.
This week is Good Friday. Do you want to let everybody be aware of your hours of operation?
We will be closed on Friday. I think everybody in the county is. It's kind of a standard day going into Easter weekend, but we will be closed on Friday. But we'll be back open again first thing Monday morning, 7:30 here at Town Hall. We'll have regular trash pickup next Monday.
Okay.
I'm sure there'll be some extra poundage in some places where after the kids have unwrapped what the Easter Bunny has brought and things of that nature. But the trash pickup will be like normal. But we are here through Thursday of this week, off on Friday, and then back to normal beginning again next Monday.
On Monday. Okay, well, that sounds great. Well, Chris, thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank
really
you, Joy.
appreciate you taking the time.
Glad to help out.
Thanks. This has been Monday with the Mayor, and I'm Joy Holt.